Welcome to the Howard High School Media Center. Hi students, and welcome to the Howard High School Media Center. We are so excited you decided to stop in today and learn a little more about what we have to offer. Whether you are interested in learning how to navigate the Media Center or how to do research, there is always lots to do and lots to see in our Media Center. Okay everyone, let's get ready to learn how we can find what we are looking for in the different areas of our Media Center. Within our Media Center, there are several areas that we will learn about today. Let's begin with one of our most abundant resources, books. Among the many books we have available, there are four main sections in the Howard Media Center. First, we will learn about the fiction section, then move on to the nonfiction, biography, and reference sections. Pay attention as we discover what each of these sections has to offer. Now let's explore the fiction section. Books in this section contain stories that are not true. They are made up by the author. Usually, fiction books are chapter books that contain fewer illustrations than those geared towards younger children, unless you are reading a graphic novel. Books in this section are arranged in alphabetical order by the author's last name. At the Howard Media Center, you will find recommendations from your peers. Just look for the Read Me notices found throughout the fiction section. As mentioned before, books in the fiction section are arranged alphabetically by the author's last name. So let's say you were looking for a book by Carolyn Mackler. You would need to look in the M section because the author's last name, Mackler, begins with an M. So as we find our book, there are some important things we need to pay attention to. Here we can see the call number of a book. Every book in the Media Center has a call number. For this particular book, the call number is 779. This is because it is a book of photographs that can be found in the nonfiction section. In the fiction section, the call number will begin with an F or FIC. This represents the word fiction. Below this section, the first few letters of the author's last name will be displayed. Looking for our call number is important for a few reasons. First, it helps us locate our book. It is also important that we pay attention to our call number when books are put back on the shelves. That way, it is in just the right place for the next person to be able to find it. Let's continue on our tour by taking a look at the nonfiction section. Nonfiction books are true and are used to gather information on a particular subject. Unlike the fiction section, nonfiction books are shelved in numerical order by subject or topic. The Dewey Decimal System is used to categorize or organize books in this section by grouping them in sets of 10. To help us easily locate nonfiction books, shelf markers are used to direct our search. For example, if we were to look for a book about sociology, we would look in the 300 section, because the 300s is where social science books are located. Don't worry about knowing what each group in the nonfiction section represents. We have a media specialist that will help you on your way. Also, don't forget to use the shelf markers. They are a great hint to help get you pointed in the right direction. Now it is time for us to visit the biography section. A biography is a true story of someone's life, written by someone else. In this section, we will find stories about presidents and inventors, actors and athletes, and lots more people you've probably heard of. Biographies are housed within the nonfiction section, but all are grouped together with their own call number, 921, in the Dewey Decimal System. Near the biography section, our Media Center has a comfy set of chairs just waiting for students to enjoy. Close to our nonfiction section, we come to our reference section. Here you will find encyclopedias, dictionaries, atlases, and globes. These materials are very special and have to be used inside the Media Center. They are not allowed to be checked out, but are there for everyone to share. Let's examine what each of these reference materials have to offer. Encyclopedias are books that span many volumes and tell us true facts and information on various subjects. The call number on an encyclopedia, like any book within the reference section, is an R, or the letters R-E-F. Also, you will see that the encyclopedias are numbered and lettered. This information is used not only to keep the books in order, but also to help you find information that is of interest to you. For example, if you were looking for information on a democracy, you would look for the volume that had the printed letter D on it. Next in our reference collection, we come across our dictionaries. Dictionaries come in all shapes and sizes. There are student dictionaries, pocket dictionaries, and subject-specific dictionaries. No matter which type you pick up, they all have a few things in common. First, words are arranged in alphabetical order. Also, the word you are looking up will usually be printed in bold with the definition to follow. In some dictionaries, pronunciation guides are used to help you figure out how to correctly say the word. We have several types of dictionaries in our Media Center. Atlases and globes are also available within our Media Center. These are useful in looking at different places around the world. An atlas contains a group of maps, often showing different angles or views of an area. A globe is a map that is round and spins. Spin the globe, place your finger on an area to stop the spinning, and see where you've landed. Now imagine you are taking a trip there. What do you see? You can learn a lot about another state or country simply by knowing where it is located. That completes our reference section. Now let's review. All information found in the reference section is true, also called nonfiction. Encyclopedias, dictionaries, atlases, and globes are all found in our reference section. Reference materials are not allowed to be checked out, but are to be used within the Media Center. That completes our tour of the book sections. We have looked at fiction books, non-fiction books, biographies, and reference materials. But wait, that's not all we have in our Media Center. Let's take a look at some of the other resources we have right here at Howard. Our Media Center also has 30 computer workstations available for student use. Whether you are looking up a book to check out, or creating a project for a class, or doing research, this area is always lots of fun for students. Howard also has a Media Center website put together by Dr. Sims and Ms. Fox to help students with everything from finding credible sources to avoiding plagiarism. Once you have selected your book or completed your assignment, there are a few comfy reading areas throughout the Media Center that you'll be able to use. Tables, plush chairs, and colorful rugs are all places you can spend some free time reading. Speaking of checking things out, we don't want to forget to visit the circulation desk to check out our book. To do this, you'll need to scan your ID card, scan your book, then scan the barcode on the desk. Don't worry if you don't remember this order the first few times. There are directions listed on the desk, and the library media specialist is always available to help you in any of these areas. Once you have finished reading your book, you will need to return it to the Media Center for it to be checked back in and placed back on our shelves for other students to find. To do this, you simply place your book in the book drop. We have now completed our tour of the Howard High School Media Center. Let's see if you can use what we have just learned to answer a few questions. In which section would we find a book that is not true, that contains mostly chapter books, some with illustrations and some without. If you said the fiction section, you're correct. Let's try another one. What is the name of the special section located within the non-fiction or true section that contains stories of people's lives? If you said the biography section, you're correct. Finally, once you have found a book you would like to read, what must you do to take it out of the Media Center with you? If you said check it out, you're correct. We hope you have enjoyed your visit to the Howard High Media Center. Please come back anytime.